Go. All right, all right, all right. Let's get it. Let's get to it. How to use real estate how to use real estate into new wealth, in 2024. This is what we're going to be talking about today. All right. I have not had a job in over 10 years, and we're going to get more into that. Okay. Man, Stanley said he been waiting. I ain't going to let you down, Stanley. I got you. All right. So let's get into this. Who is this class for? Right. Amadou, hello. Who is this class for? All right. This is for people who want to create a legacy for your family. All right. This is for if you want to become your own boss, stop being pushed around by a job. Okay. We all been there before. Whereas you want to say something to your boss, but you can't. I know at least for me, multiple occasions where it's like, yo, I got to take this L today. You know. So you want to learn and how to diversify your income and build a skill set that could create the lifestyle you always dreamed of. Okay? All right. So that's who this class is for. Um, hey, my people on this class, this master class. Type of one if you can hear me. Type of one if you can hear me, please. Type of one if you can hear me, because somebody said I lost audio. So if you could type a one if you can hear me, I'm gonna continue on, please. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, yeah, Michael, that's you, bro. Something went wrong on your end, um, and great. So listen, this is me. I appreciate everybody for participating. I'm gonna need y'all participating all night too. So, but this is me. I have a YouTube channel giving out games since 2012. It's me and my man Max. We took a trip to Africa. That is me on Instagram. Make sure you following the real one. All right. So yeah, this is me though. All right. So these are some clients of mine who came to the same exact master class in winning in life. Okay, these are some clients of mine. All right, you see the checks. All right, this is the private Facebook group. All right, so I just wanted to let you guys know. All right, so Iceman Ant, appreciate that. All right, so this is one of my clients, Ryan. As you see, Ryan pulled in 40K with some of this information I'm gonna give you tonight. So I want y'all to be able to take action. That's just promise me you take action. That's it, bro. Just take action with what I give you. I'm gonna give you some game, but take action. All right, darling. I caught on to that. Yo, hey, you wild, darling. All right, all right, President XL. I appreciate you listening. All right, so listen. This is the some more clients of mine. So listen, I'm letting you guys know this is real. Okay, this is not nothing made up. These ain't my checks. All right. All right, this is real. Okay? Somebody somebody was looking at my YouTube videos and their second deal was 30K, two deals in 2 months, 70K off just looking at my stuff. So hopefully y'all can gain some information today. All right. Now results may vary. I'm not promising any of that. So this is a deal that I did. Um 1601 Maribel Avenue. You can look it up if you desire, because hey, I know it's a lot of fraudulent stuff out here and the fraudulent individuals. So I just want to let you guys know, hey, bro, I'm real. I'm not them. Okay, I am not them. So because I know that it's a lot of faking out here. And guys, look, right? I got that for 175, sold it for 248. So let me show you how the three-step formula to getting into real estate works. All right, but before I do, can I be 100% transparent? Drop a yes in the comments for me. Drop a yes in the comments for me. If I could be 100% transparent, please. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Shalonda, appreciate that. Hey, listen, guys, I need y'all active. I need y'all active. I appreciate y'all for joining the masterclass, but I need you active. I need y'all participating. All right, all these gurus on the internet make real estate seem easy. Real estate is not a get rich quick. To be honest, it can be hard. I'm just being real. It can be hard. It has to be hard. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. What I'm about to show you is a skill that takes time to build. I spent the past 10 plus years making mistakes, so you don't have to. You can do this. You don't need a bunch of money, okay? You don't actually need investment capital, what I'm about to show you. You don't need a perfect credit score. If you got bad credit, guess what? You qualify, what I'm about to show you, all right? You don't need to have any real estate experience. None. I started out with zero. Many people started out with zero. You can do this regardless of where you live. All right, so this was me back in 2007, okay? This was me back in 2007. I was 24. I just bought my first house to flip. All right, for those who are wondering, like, yo, how'd you do that at 24? Well, back then, all you needed was a post to get a loan. As crazy as that may sound, right? Yeah, thank you, Aunt. It's hard, but worth it. But hey, Grub State, yes, you can do this. But all you needed back then was a post. As crazy as this sounds, you went to the loan officer. The loan officer told you what you made, and then you got a house. As crazy as that may sound, right? However, we end up losing $7,000 a piece, 14K together. All right, that was my intro into real estate. Okay, guys. But and yeah, I wasn't the smartest. In high school, I had a 1.8 GPA. So don't think you gotta be a whiz kid for this. All right. I then relocated 10 hours away from home in 2007. All right. 10 hours away from home in 2007. I relocated from Jersey to a spot called Charlotte, North Carolina. It's been home. It's been my home since about 2008. All right. Queen City. All right, my first job was making $10 an hour. I did that for 3 months, okay? However, Charlotte was super cheap then, so I bought a house and I made it a rental property, all right? Charlotte was cheap. My first property I bought in Charlotte, $42,000. My mortgage was $350, okay? A month, it rented out for $750 back then. It was a 3-bedroom, 1 bath. Today, the average 2-bedroom in Charlotte is $1,700. All right. So for those who don't know, Charlotte, North Carolina, back then was the number 2 biggest banking hub. I believe they're number 3 because Wachovia bought Wells Fargo. So it's New York City, San Francisco, and Charlotte, North Carolina. Okay. Aurel said he from Newark, New Jersey. Okay, you from Brick City, bruh. I get it. All right. I was now in banking, right? So I had this. So I was in the banking, the call center, the retail side, right? I was super miserable, taking 100 calls a day. Yo, I was the dude you call, right? You'd be like, yo, what's how much money in my bank? And I'd be like, yo, $4.10. And you'd be like, all right, when my direct deposit come on Friday at midnight. How much is it for? 873.21. And then you hang up on me. And that was my life. You know what I mean? And I disliked it. I was also the guy who got cursed out when the IRS, child support, the courts levy somebody account. Levy mean freeze up their account because they owe somebody some money. And ain't nothing I can do. You know what I mean? So I'm just sitting there getting cursed out on the phone with the legal department. The legal department basically saying like, yo, we can't release this. This is what we need to release it. Tell them to get that and fax it to this number. And that was that. Yeah, yeah, Sharia, that 10 cent was important to them back then. And for those my young people, this before the smartphone era, right? So this is before the smartphone era. So this was the joint whereas you had to call in, you know what I mean? Back in 2008, 2010, you could log in, which I was doing. I would just log in, look at my accounts online at home on my laptop and computer. But yeah, this before like smartphones took over. All right, but guys, I was house rich and cash poor. You know, I had two rental properties at this point. I tried to get a third. They said my debt to income was too high. All right, they told me my debt to income was too high, meaning that I didn't have enough income to bring on more debt. So they told me I can get that done. So I'm like, yo, my real estate career is over. This is how I felt. You know what I mean? So I literally, when I'm about to show y'all, I started with no credit because I couldn't use it. And I learned that you don't need it. All right, and I'm gonna show you guys. All right, so listen. Anybody know what happened in 2008? Comment below what happened in 2008. Guys, on my masterclass, what happened in 2008? Let me know. Thank you, Amadou. Thank you. I appreciate that. Amadou said it was the housing crash, which he's right. That's exactly what it was. Mortgage crisis, absolutely. Um, the market tanked. Oh, it tanked all right. So, guys, let me just say this, right? Back then, right, a $10 or $12 hour job, you could get your own spot because everything was so cheap back then, you know. But the thing about back then, the jobs had the upper hand. So what does that mean? The job. So I'm a fresh college graduate. I went to college and graduated, and the jobs had the upper hand, meaning that they they could pay you peanuts and people be lined up throughout the door because we in the crack like we in the biggest recession since the Great Depression. So the jobs can do whatever. You know, today them jobs try it, but people can go on the apps, do the gigs like the Uber Eats, the grocery shopping, a courier service. Some guy say it's an app, whereas you can register with them all as long as you got a car, you can drop off packages, you know, and get paid per your route. So I would have much rather did that back then than being in these call centers, but it is what it is, man. But yeah, I got to a point where I was broke, living paycheck to paycheck. I thought my real estate career was over. So the guy who was most popular, I didn't care about none of that no more, right? So I didn't care about being popular. I didn't care about partying. I just didn't care no more, man, because I'm like, yo, where the hell my life headed? I had no idea my life was headed, right? But I spoke to my site director. I told my site director these my dreams of wanting to be a real estate investor. And guys, you never tell your job your dreams. Don't make that mistake. Don't do that. Let me make that mistake for you. Don't do that. Like they ask you what you got going on after work. Oh, nothing. I ain't doing nothing. I ain't got nothing going on. So he told me to read this book called Rich Dad Poor Dad. All right. I read that book. That book changed my life, guys. That book really made an impact on me. You know, I was depressed. I needed to find answers. And when I read that book lit a fire under me. I was ready. I found out it was other ambitious folks out there like me. You know what I'm saying? So, well, this is what stuck out in that book the most, right? That book, this is what stuck out to me. Um, what stuck out to me was the book said, before you start investing in the stock market, you have to learn about stocks. And then it said, before you start investing in real estate, you got to learn about real estate. Man, I had put the book down. I said, wait, hold on, hold on. I never learned about real estate. I was just doing it. I never learned. You know what I mean? And then it clicked. Like, yo, I got to learn about real estate so I can make something happen. So that book led me to wholesaling. From wholesaling, right? Because I went to a real estate meetup and they started talking about wholesaling. I'm like, yo, no credit, no money. That's me right now. Let's run it. And I closed my first wholesale deal in 2011 while I had a job. I was making 35K a year at this time. This was my third job in 3 years. My third job in 3 years. And you too can do this part time. Okay? You too can do this part time. All right? So don't think you gotta be full time. Nah, you can do this part time, bro. And listen, I knew, right? All right. Then, okay, I went to my fourth job, 2012. All right. I graduated school 07, college. I went to I moved to Charlotte 08. Okay. Um I went to I went to school in 08, guys. I'm sorry, I moved to Charlotte in 08. Lost my train of thought. Went to Charlotte, right? And I was on my fourth job in 4 years. All right. I can't keep no job, guys. When I say I'm not the smartest, I'm gonna be real. That ain't my cup of tea. I got fired my last job September of 2012. Instead of sitting there being depressed, I was actually like, boom, let's get it. All right, because I'm already closing deals on the side, not enough to live off of, but I'm like, yo, I got to invest in myself. I went to this seminar, right? I went to this seminar. It was in Dallas, Texas. I had to get a flight, I had to get a room, I had to feed myself, and I had to buy a ticket for the event. It was a Friday to Sunday event. That event changed my life, giving me that information. Going out there and get it. All right? That event changed my life. Okay? Which just gave me a spark. So, during that event, the speaker had all of us write a letter to ourselves of a goal as if we achieved it. All right? November 2012, I made the most money in my life in 1 month, right? Well, but before we get to that, right? Let me say this. Got fired in September. The speaker had us all write a letter to ourselves of a goal that we wanted to have. He proofread my letter. He said, all right, fix this, fix that, fix that. Also, you think it too low. He said, increase the amount of money you want to make in a month. And I'm like, yo, I wanted to make 10K in a month, right? Because I got fired from a job making 38,000. All right. I'm thinking that once you graduate college, you automatically make 40K. You know what I mean? I thought it was a minimum. You know what I mean? But real life, I had to go through real life to understand real life, right? So I go to he like, yo, listen, increase the number. So I increased the number to like 50,000 a month or 25,000 a month. He was like, all right, this is better. And I was like, man, this dude don't know what he talking about, man. I was like, you don't know where I'm from, man. I'm from, your mama house to get ran in for 1,500. It's a kid on his car. And he could vouch for this, man, because he from Newark, and a lot of y'all can vouch for this. But like, yo, bro, from a neighborhood with bro, they had easy knock your head off for $500, bro. You know what I mean? So in my mind, 10K was a lot. You know what I'm saying? So he gave the letter back. I changed it to 10,000. So that November, I made the most money in my life at that time, which was $10,000, right? Yeah, Darrell, like true story. Yeah, Newark a rough place. You know what I mean? But yeah, anyway, 10K. I made 10,000 1 month in November. And that's all I needed. I said I ain't going back to a job ever. You know what I mean? I got confirmation. That's all it took. 10 bands. I was excited. So I wasn't depressed because remember, I got fired from a job making 38K a year. But this is why you need a coach or a mentor, right? Somebody to guide you, somebody to let you know where you aiming too low, you could do more, etc. Eventually I went on to make the 50,000 a month, 100,000 a month, etc. But eventually I did that. But that came with time and putting the work in and having the right information. All right. So I went from losing 14K with me and my man on my first renovation flip, and I'm gonna get more into that. I'm gonna get a little bit more into that to helping students make that in one deal, right? A seller had two deals, he made 17K, bro. Same seller, wholesale, two deals, made $17,000. Come on, bro. Wholesaling, man, wholesaling is what it is. And guys, some of you know my slogan, some of you don't know me. I appreciate you, everybody for being on. But I'm Nasser, aka the Real Estate Doru. I'm not a guru, I'm a Doru. Why? Because I actually do this business, guys. All right. So these are more receipts. Anaya, she did three deals, made 30K within the first 3 months of using my free advice. I'm gonna give you out tonight in detail. All right. You know, this is somebody. They looked at my YouTube playlist, made 60K. All right. That playlist is no longer available, but I got something for y'all. You know what I mean? That's even better. Um, this is one of my clients. They made 38K on one deal. Sorry, man. I needed some water. All right. So, are you all okay with me showing you what I learned? Type of yes. Let me know y'all still alive, man. Type of yes if you're okay. Thank you. Thank you. All right. I appreciate y'all, Wandra, Ahmad, Desmond. Ethan said I'm alive. All right. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here. You know what I mean? All right. There's three phases to real estate money. Phase one, active money. Phase two is your passive money. Phase three is your autopilot money. Most people are in the active money phase. What is that? That's wholesaling, that's flipping, that's building. Okay? Wholesaling, flipping, building. Okay? What's your passive? Your passive is your rentals, right? Your autopilot is once you get on, you just got a hands-off real estate business. You know what I mean? And everything's on autopilot. And that's a direction you may or may not want to go into. But before we get started, right? Before we get started, let's do some math, right? We need to calculate your freedom number. We need to calculate. This ain't about me tonight. It's about you. How much money do you need to make per month to live the lifestyle that you desire and walk away from your job? How much money do you need to make per month to live the lifestyle you desire and walk away from your job? Let me know below. Okay, let's look at some of these, right? Desmond said he need 10 bands. Amadou said he need 10. Ahmad said 20. Yakara said 35. Court said 40 to 50, 25. Crystal said 70 to 100. Crazy word, that 5K. That's okay, crazy word. I don't know where you live at. You must live in the Midwest. Iwaniki, Iwaniki said 5 to 10. Bianca said she need 40 or 50. Stefan said he need 10K. Richard, 34. All right, I got it. I got it. All right, so listen. I want you to now let me say this. For the people who said 5,000, right? It's crazy because when I got fired, I said to myself, all I need to make is 5,000 a month. right? That's all I need to make with $60,000 a year, and I am good. You know what I mean? Charlotte was cheap at the time, bro. So y'all don't get mad at me. Charlotte was cheap. Diane said she need about 25K a month. She good. All right. I don't want you to type this in. I want you to mentally think about something. What are your monthly expenses? What are your monthly expenses? Don't type it in the chat. Don't. All right. All I want you to just mentally think about it. Your monthly expenses, like your rent, your utilities, your car note, your insurance, anything you got to pay out monthly. What is that number? You know, your mortgage, you know, whatever. Now, I need you to participate in this. Type yes. Now, if I can get you to your freedom number, would this training be worth it? All right. If I can get you to your freedom number, would this training be worth it? All right. Will this be worth it if I can get you to your freedom number? Type yes if you think it'll be worth it. And maybe potentially you come back and spend some money with me. Maybe, let's say if I can make you 10K, you just to type yes if you'll come back and maybe spend, I don't know, 200 with me. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Okay, cool. What if I told you, right? Them numbers y'all told me, you can hit and exceed those numbers with just 1 or 2 deals, right? Which I know this is crazy. For most of y'all, it's just going to take 1 to 2 deals. All right? But this is wholesaling. It's a simple 3-step process. Beat up property. You're going to get it under contract, sell to an end buyer. No cash, no credit, no real estate license. All right. So listen, guys, what is wholesaling houses? You're going to get it under contract. A contract, okay? Then you're going to sell your contract to an end buyer. And then you walk away with your check. There's no cash, no credit, no real estate license involved. All right? So let's do an example. Let's say you found a house in your neighborhood for $40,000. All right? The house called, no, I'm sorry, yeah. The house was beat up. It was beat up, right? Boarded up, tall grass. The city got a yellow notice on it. You like, yo, let me call the owner. You skip trace and find the owner. Skip tracing is getting somebody's information. You say, yo, hey, how you doing? I live in the neighborhood, man, and I also buy houses in the neighborhood, and I wanted to see if you're open to selling it. And the seller's like, yo, I'm tired of that house, man. I've been wanting to get rid of it, but I relocated to Alabama. I inherited that property. I don't live there, and I have no reason to come there. My family is in Alabama, and we got our own house, and I got my own kids to look after. I can't look after this house. So you say, all right, well, how much you want for the house? You say, man, you give me 40,000, you can have the house. So you didn't agree on 40,000. You know the house is worth 100K. You send over a contract to the seller for $40,000. Okay. You then look for Tom, the cash buyer. And I'm going to show you how to find the cash buyer, guys. Don't worry. You look for, after you get on the contract, you look for Tom, the cash buyer. You say, Tom, I got this property at 123 Main Street. Are you interested in buying it for $50,000? Tom goes by the house and says, yeah, I will buy it for $50,000. Tom, you then assign your contract to Tom. Assign, meaning that, hey, Tom, here's the contract, all right? And once you assign that contract to Tom, all right, so you do need some documents, and don't worry, I'm gonna show you how to get the documents. Once you assign that contract to Tom, at that particular point, you tell Tom, like, yo, bro, closing day is X day. You send the paperwork to the attorney. On closing day, Tom wires in 50,000 plus closing costs. The seller gets 40, you get 10,000, Tom gets the house, everybody's happy. That's wholesaling. That's wholesaling. All right? All we're doing is moving paperwork around. Yes, crazy word. Your name is on the contract and not Tom. Remember, you have the contract with the seller, and then you're going to assign him your contract, which is a separate piece of paper. It's a separate piece of paper that allows you to do this. And then you're assigning him your contract. And then he has rights to your contract. Billy said, how do you protect your earnest money and protect yourself from getting sued? That is a great question. In my contracts, you'll have a period that allows you to get out in X days. All right. So if you can't sell that house in 30 days, 45 days, whatever you put in there, then you can walk away without getting sued. As far as the earnest money, I don't I don't hold the earnest money. I let the attorney hold the earnest money. How do you prevent the buyer from going around you? You're going to have a contract which the seller has a legal obligation to sell to you. You have a legal obligation to buy that property unless you exercise your right to walk away, which should be in your contract. Attorney as an escrow. The reason why I'm saying attorneys is because I'm in North Carolina where we use attorneys to close real estate deals. If you in North Jersey, y'all use attorneys. If you in Alabama, you use attorneys, I believe. South Carolina, they use attorneys. Georgia, they use attorneys. Florida, they use title companies. Most states use title companies. Some states use attorneys. All right. So I'm in what we call an attorney state. No problem, Sharice. Is why I'm here. Thank you for being here. All right. But why does this work, right? Why would somebody give you a house, right, for $40,000 worth 100? Why? Because of foreclosure. The last deal we closed, I never seen the house, never went to the house. I made $15,000 on that house because the seller was in foreclosure. House is worth $215,000. I got the house for 60. I sold it for 81. Made 21 on it, right? The reason why I walked away at 15 because I had some boots on the ground helping me. And so they got their cut and then I got my cut. All right. Foreclosure, job relocation. I've been working the lead for a few months, whereas they got relocated to Mississippi. And we trying to arrange and set up where I can get into their house. You know what I mean? So I can make an offer and buy the house potentially. Loved one passed away. There's nothing guaranteed in death and taxes. And they might be like, listen, we bought the house 15 years ago. I just want to get rid of this house. Not because I can't afford it. I just want a quick sale because I don't want any more memories. I want to move on for this chapter of my life. So the house may be worth $250,000. They bought the house years ago for $60,000. They sell it like, yo, dude, you give me $150. You can have this. You turn around and sell it for $165. You know what I mean? And everybody's happy to sell. Like, yo, listen, I made my honey. I bought, only paid 60. So as long as I make my honey, I'm good. Probate. Whereas people are somebody passes away and they go to the probate court. And what the probate court got to do is basically alert the creditors that this person has passed. All right? And sometimes the creditor's like, yo, I need to get paid. And the family got to sell the house. Behind on medical bills. All right? Now, bad things happen to good people all the time. If this is a true story, I know somebody works for a government agency, a 3-letter agency, right? Yeah, creations by Miss C. You ain't lying about that. You ain't finding no house in no New York City for 60,000, but they got houses upstate New York for 60K where you could wholesale at. But this is a true story, guys. I know somebody worked for a government agency. He said, yo, bro, we had to drop on the bad guys. So when we bust open the door, we think the bad guys knew we was coming, so they started opening up fire on us. He said somebody's with us lost their life. I got shot 2 or 3 times, and I had to go through the process. And I'm like, well, you got health insurance, right? He said, nah. He said I called my health insurance, and they was like, oh, that happened on the job, so they wouldn't pay for it. So he said I had to do workman's comp. He said with workman's comp, he said they settle. He said they ain't gonna pay your whole bill. They just gonna settle. So if your bill is 75,000, they be like, all right, bro, we give you 40, we give you 50, and then you got to figure out the rest. And he was like, yo, I had to sell my property to settle all my debts. People get behind on bills. You know what I mean? Maybe you won't do this, but this happens. People like, yo, I owe 25,000 to credit cards. Um, I owe 30,000 on this car. I'm tired of debt. I want to get out of debt. Yo, I got 100,000 in equity in my house, so I know if I get that 100, I can pay off my car, I can pay off my credit card, and I can get a fresh start in life without having to owe people. So this is real scenarios. When people ask my suggestions, like they know me from the Instagram, whatever, they say, yo, I'm going to clean up debt. I try to talk them out of selling their house for some credit card debt. I'd be like, yo, listen, man, I don't think that's a good idea, man. Don't do that. Like, just, maybe try a personal loan to consolidate, but don't sell a house to pay off a bunch of credit cards that, sometimes life happens. Maybe it wasn't all just a stupid consumer debt. Maybe they had to live. Things happen. Property tax, right? You going to pay them property tax one way or the other. And so therefore people be like, yo, like I've been working on this deal for months trying to get the title clear. And what I mean by title clear, liens and judgments, etc. But the person owed 15K in taxes. The city said, man, if you don't sell by X date, we auction off your house. So they motivated to sell. Now, how are we able to do this without a license, cash, or credit? We are never buying a house. We just have it under contract. All right. This is a secret loophole that allows us to do things that real estate agents can't do. If you find a house that is completely destroyed, can you still put under contract? Absolutely. Absolutely. You basically buying it for the land value. You just want to get it for the land. Who pays the bank if it's in foreclosure? Well, if it's in foreclosure, right? When that wire is sent from the end buyer, the bank gets the money. If there's anything left over, then the seller get it. You get your assignment fee. Then the buyer gets the house. So my last deal, the seller was in foreclosure for like $16,000. After the attorney put his fees on, it was like 18,000, 19,000, right? So 80,000 was wired in. 81,000 was wired in. The bank got paid off at closing. The seller got their money. I would have got 21, but I got like 15, and my partner on the deal got like the rest of that 21, so like 6. And then the buyer got a house for 81,000 that's worth 215,000. So the house needed everything, so he had to put like 60K in the house, and then he could turn around and sell it for 215. If he had a bathroom, but I was looking at the comps, he could probably get like 225 for that joint. And you could add a bathroom on that 60,000. Another deal I got in escrow right now. I'm trying to wait to see the title come back. I never seen the house. Okay. I got it in the contract for 50,000. At minimum, about 50% of the house is burnt up. I'm selling it for 72,000. Okay. But you can do that with these deals, man. Anyway, we connect them to an investor that has more money than they have time. If an investor is working on building his or her real estate empire, they don't have time to search for deals. So these cash buyers, like when you rehabbing houses, right? You don't have time to be out here like looking for deals because you got to babysit contractors. So, for example, I went to my new construction houses today. It's like a 50-minute drive there. 50 minutes, 50. So I lost 2 hours in just travel time. Automatically, 2 hours of my day going. Automatically in just travel time. All right. I get there. You think the contractor working? You think he got his guys there? No. You gotta stay on them. Like, yo, bro, what's going on, bro? We got 3 more weeks to finish. You know, like, why are we dragging through? Oh yeah, I'm on my way. My guy's coming. Yeah, your guy. Oh yeah, I know. You gotta stay on them guys. Like you know what I mean? And I still made sure I showed up for y'all. You know, even though my day was hectic. I got another house I'm dealing with that got bed bugs. I had to meet that dude there, get everybody in the rooms, etc. Like get him in all the people's rooms so he can shoot for the bed bug joints, man. So the cash buyers need you. Like I got about 2 to 3 deals I gotta look at tomorrow, you know? But does this seem doable so far, right? Beat up property, get it under contract, sell it to an end buyer. No cash, no credit, no real estate license. Drop a yes if it seems doable so far. Drop a yes. Hassan, I appreciate that, man. Alhamdulillah. Billy, that's not exactly true. Depends on the seller. So a few sellers, when you go for motivated sellers, they just get into contract. If a seller asks for earnest money, I make my end buyer put it up. Hey, I'ma do. Since success favors the both. Since you asked that question, we gonna do some searching together. I'm gonna get that question answered, man. I appreciate those who say yes. I'm gonna need y'all to participate. I got over 60 people in this call. I need y'all to participate, bro. Like, don't just leave me hanging. If you don't find a cash buyer, you don't lose money. That's why I like wholesaling. You get to walk away because my contract has a clause for that. You don't lose the money. Here's how some people who came to the same exact training is winning. You see the numbers. All right? 15,000, all that. All right. It's a 3-step process. How we find properties. We're going to do research. What I want you to do, take a screenshot this, take a picture. You're going to get a 7-day free trial. My YouTube people, go to durudata.com, DORU data.com. durudata.com. Nah, Iceman, it's not illegal in South Carolina. durudata.com, and please go there, all right? Screenshot this, for later, but I'm going to show you what this do. So I'm going to do, all right, listen, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to share my screen, right? Hey, you should be looking at my screen. I'm gonna do Oklahoma City. Oops. All right, so look, I'm gonna do Oklahoma City got 2,600 houses on the MLS. 860, all right, are in pre-foreclosure. 860, that's a good number. 87 at the auction. 326 are bank owned. The MLS and the bank owned, I don't care because those are deals that you're going to need earnest money. You got to talk to a realtor, proof of funds. I don't go after those. 33,000 cash buyers. 33,000 cash buyers in the city of Oklahoma City. So if you get one deal, you can sell to one of these guys. These guys will eat up one deal. you won't have enough deal flow to serve all these people. Okay? 2,000 liens. Okay? 7,600 houses with that are vacant, 100,000 plus high equity. All right? So I'm going to check this out now, right? Look at my screen. I'm going to hit this cash button. You see this arrow on my screen? Because when y'all go sign up for the site, I want y'all to do this later. I'm gonna hit this arrow right here. I'm gonna go to zip. It's gonna put this in numerical order real fast. Billy, I do not touch properties listed with a realtor. I never done that. All right. I go after off market deals. Raim said doable with the correct lead. That is correct. And I'm hoping I can help you find the right leads. I'm going to do. Look at the zip codes. 73003. It is only one house in that zip code that a cash buyer bought in. All right. 73012. Okay. It's a few. Then you got 84, 73084. When you work in a city, only the last two numbers change in the zip code. 102, okay. So 844902. All right, let me look at this. I'm gonna go to page 2. Whole page 2 is that 73102. 73102. Whole page 4, 73102. Whole page 5 is some 73102 and 73103. All right. But this lets me know, like, yo, I got damn near 4 pages of 73102. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 73102. All right. Just in this particular zip code, I got 178 cash buyers. All right. So listen, I'm going to go here. Right. I'm going to do quick list. I'm going to go with vacant land. I'm going to beat my competition. I'm going to go after land, right? I'm going to pull a land list. I got 64 leads just in the zip code. And I'm going to try to offer them, I'm going to try to make offers on land and then wholesale that out. You can wholesale properties listed with realtors, but I don't go after that route. You can't. They just going to make it hard. This is why I believe that was you complaining about the earnest money and all that. Yes, you go to a realtor, you're going to put up earnest money and they're going to want proof of funds. Hey, listen, can somebody drop me 2 more cities? I need your city and state. I want to do another example. I need your city and state. Your city and state for my people on the masterclass. Matthew Poole. My email is Nasar, Nasar, at realestatedoru.com. Damn, Billy, I ain't gonna front, Billy. You up here, you going hard, bro. You paying attention, Billy. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do Dallas, Texas, because you participating. You really listening, Billy. I appreciate you, bro. I thank you for showing up, Billy. Billy, like, I'm getting this game. Billy is asking questions. Billy is participating. Bro, that's how I was. You know? Years later down the line, I asked one of my mentors, like, yo, bro, when you used to be teaching, how come you think I was successful and everybody else not? He was like, because you wasn't scared to ask questions. You would ask questions. He said they wasn't. He said they would be scared to ask questions. Then you go out and take action. They wouldn't. I said, oh, yeah. You know? Listen, this ain't school. This ain't your job. Don't be scared to ask questions. Now, we're going to have a Q&A at the end. You know what I mean? Sure, at the end. But don't be scared to ask questions, though. You know? This ain't the traditional joint. Y'all trying to get right, and I'm trying to get y'all right. All right, so listen, Dallas, Texas. You know, you should, Billy, you should know if you live there, right, that it's money in that city. Okay, you know. So y'all got 7,500 houses on the MLS. That means that what the realtors use, guys, is the MLS systems, and 7,500 houses are for sale. Um, I don't know their data to know if that's good and bad, but I don't pay attention to that. We know Dallas, Texas got money in it. Got old money, new money, whatever. It's a beautiful city. So we know deals are going to sell. And the reason why we know, because they got 50,000 cash buyers in that city. Like, come on, man. We know it's money there. 11,000 houses with liens, 8,200 vacant houses, 100,000 plus high equity. All right, so Billy, I'm gonna be real with you. I'm not gonna break this city down by zip code. The reason being, I tell all of my students, if you live in Charlotte, Nashville, North Jersey, okay, Atlanta, Houston, LA, well, definitely LA and New York. No, not LA and New York. I'm gonna address them separately. You gotta go on the outskirts, okay, guys? The outskirts. So you gotta go in the outskirts cities to get some to start wholesaling. Now, I'm gonna make a statement, so hopefully you understand it. Let me know if you don't. You can get a deal in Dallas, but it's gonna take time. It's gonna take a long time, but you could get it. It's possibly to happen quick, but your chances of it happening quick, they go slim because Dallas, the market in Dallas is on fire. You know what I'm saying? Even though it's slow right now, yeah, it's still on fire. So you're going to spend a lot of money to get to that deal. What does that mean? When I say spend, when I say, hey, you don't need no money. Well, in business, you have a marketing cost to market to these people. All right. How do you market to somebody? Well, you might be cold calling, you might be texting, you might be sending letters, but it's going to take a lot to get to that one yes. If you go in the outskirts, one of my students earlier, right? He was like, yo, bro, I'm on the verge of getting a job. What the hell is going on? I haven't closed a deal in months. I said, where you marketing? He said, down at Fort Worth. He I said, man, don't get the hell out of Dallas. I said, go in the outskirts of Dallas. Bro, he went 2 hours in the outskirts. He went 2 hours outside Dallas. When I said go in the outskirts, I was talking about like immediately outside that county, whatever that county is, immediately outside that county. And he was like, he did that, right? So his first campaign, he made that $15,000 deal. His first campaign, like, yeah, like people in Dallas is yeah. Go on the outskirts, bro. Amber, I love that, Amber. We're gonna do Weldon, North Carolina. And we're gonna break Weldon all the way down because we're gonna see what's it. I've been doing these presentations for a while now. Like I ain't never heard of Weldon. I live in North Carolina. Weldon, yeah, one of my students sent me a deal in South Carolina. It was a foreclosure. The city had one cash buyer. And I was like, yo, you gonna have to move on from this. You got to move on. The city had one cash buyer, and average days on market on the MLS was like 3 months or something crazy. All right, so listen, y'all got 4 houses on the MLS, 4 pre-foreclosure, 0 auction, 3 bank owned, 321 cash buyers, which is good. All right, 108 vacant houses, 1,500 high equity houses. All right. So if you live in a place like this, what you want to do is you want to go after the right sellers, right? So you could, and guys, if you want the video breaking this down, I'll let you know how to get it. But you go owner occupied, no. So that way you get an absentee owners. Absentee owners are basically landlords. Um, any property characteristics, I'm gonna just let that go, etc. I'm gonna go to ownership because I don't want to do the full breakdown because of time limits. All right. So, like, you could pull a quick list of 673 houses and start going from there in this county because it's small, easy to work. But that's how you could pop a list. But you can't wholesale here. You can't wholesale here. You know now. Ideally, guys, when you sign up for Doru Data tonight, right? It's a 7-day free trial. I want you to have 600, ideally 6 to 700 cash buyers in your city that you're working. I don't mind this, right? Because I'm sure 321 is probably a lot. I'm sure this is a small city. I live in North Carolina. I never heard of this. How many people live in Weldon, NC? God, as of 2020, only like 1,400 people live there. So that tells me like 8 to 9% people are cash buyers. I that so that's that's good. I don't do much inside of Charlotte. Majority of my wholesale business on the outskirts. Hot Zips in Charlotte 28205. Yeah, like look, let me show you how crazy Charlotte is. Oh yeah, to my New York, LA people, right? Y'all got to do it virtually. So y'all, you gonna start out virtually, my New York and Cali people, unless you live in the affordable part of California. All right, so listen, we going over to. Oh wait, no, let me go over to Charlotte, North Carolina. All right, I'm trying to. Charlotte's so big, right? It's taking a little bit, so please bear with me, guys. Lamarion, Phoenix is crazy, bro. All right, see Charlotte loaded up. If you looking at Charlotte, bro, we got 52,000 cash buyers. So you get a deal in Charlotte, it's going. It's good as going. You ain't got to worry about nothing. Yes, Quanisha, you could definitely do this in a different state. Absolutely. All right, let me do this one. I'm gonna do some Brooklyn. Hey, Court. I'm gonna be real with you. You if you live in Brooklyn, bro, just go in the outskirts. Look at South Jersey, upstate New York, or anywhere else in the country that's affordable. I ain't even gonna lie to you and say like, yo, you gonna be wholesaling a deal a month in Brooklyn. Nah, bro. You know them houses in Brooklyn like $8 million, dog. Y'all rent be like 5,000 a month, and that's just in a regular neighborhood. All right, let me see. I just seen someone. You live in Los Angeles, bro. You're gonna have to look on the house. You're gonna have to do this virtually. Hey, Desmond, I never heard of that, bro. Um, Hawthorne, Florida. We going to Hawthorne, Florida. Phoenix is crazy, bro. Like, so I ain't even gonna look at Phoenix. I want to go at cities that, if you live in Phoenix, let's start looking on the outskirts of Phoenix to do your deals. Hawthorne, Florida, right? This is the number. I just want to make sure that I'm doing research. I just want to make sure that there's cash buyers there. 1,300 cash buyers, we good to go. All right. So let's see if I can find out. I'm gonna hit this button, this cash buyers button. I'm gonna hit this arrow. I'm gonna hit this zip 32640. 32640. 32640. I got 3 pages of 32640. So I know like all right, that's what my cash buyers need to play in. Let me go after this zip code. All right. Hey Billy, I see it. Yeah, thank you, Billy. It also like when you in the Charlotte, right? When you in Atlanta, when you in Phoenix, when you in LA, when you in Brooklyn, when you in New York City, that's a lot of North Jersey. That's a lot of competition. I'm trying to. I want to show y'all. You could do this virtually. You could do this out of state, whatever. I want to show you guys how to do this without like with getting in check the least amount of stress. Like I don't want you to be stressing yourself out in these high cost markets. Yakara, my email is Nasser, N as in Nancy, A as in Apple, S as in Sam, A as in Apple, R as in Robert, at realestatedoru.com. That's DORU. Yakara, all right, Philly is different, Yakara. Let's go to Philly before I switch and move on to the next lesson. And I hope y'all, gathering this information. Like Philly, y'all got 93,000 cash buyers, but you can wholesale in the outskirts and inside of Philly because y'all got, even though it's getting more expensive, y'all still got some affordable areas you can get a good deal. Okay, so yeah, you can still wholesale in Philly. It ain't too crazy. Ahmad, you want the hot zips in Charlotte? 28205, 28206. Um, what else? 28208, 28209. Now with them zip codes though, like you just gonna be in competition with everybody else competing for deals in them zip codes. All right, 1 second. Let me turn that off. Let me go back to my slides. All right, yo, listen. I showed you guys how to find motivated sellers. You go to durudata.com. All right, and you can pull a list. They got great customer service that'll walk you through it. If you use my code durudata.com, what'll happen is you're gonna get a 7-day free trial. All right, X amount of cash buyers, X amount of foreclosures. Is it safe to say you could do at least one deal a month? Safe to say. All right. Thank you, Vanessa. But type of yes if it's safe to say you could do one deal a month. Thank you, Darrell. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Yakira. Thank you. I'm gonna need y'all to believe in yourself, right? I'm trying to put y'all on game. Appreciate y'all. I want y'all to believe in yourself, right? Thank you. Thank you. All right. So look, we gotta find the cash buyer. All right. We gotta find the cash buyer. Let's work on that. So how do you find a cash buyer? I am about to show you. All right, guys. Somebody said they got an off-market listing for Cleveland, Ohio. Let's go to Cleveland, Ohio, right? So I'm a cash buyer in the Charlotte metro area. Like wholesalers brung me like 3 to 4 deals I gotta look at tomorrow, bro. I've been running around all day. I ain't had time, you know. Again, I lost 2 hours in travel time looking at my new construction stuff. I had to drop off a whole bunch of stuff. GC wasn't there, of course, etc. Um, I also I had to deal with a property that got bed bugs. Okay, so I had to let the guys in, you know, making sure them, and I lost a lot of my time today. But Cleveland, Ohio, right? Y'all got 79,000 cash buyers there. Do I press this button to find the cash buyers? No, I'm not doing research. I did the research. I know what's hot and what's not. Okay? Now, me being a cash buyer, if you brought me a Charlotte deal, on the outskirts of Charlotte, like right now, I'm going as far as an hour out right now, to get good deals and to keep the bills going. So therefore, and I'm talking about stuff that I actually buy and own. So therefore, with that being said, I'm not gonna buy no deal in Cleveland. I'm not buying no deal in Atlanta because that's not my market. So let's click on this first guy right here, 1753 Alkany Road. All right, this is the property details. As you see, an investor owns this, LLC, etc., whatever. I'm gonna hit comparables and nearby listings. I'm gonna hit this, right? I'm gonna hit this. I hit it. Now, I'm going to go over to my left, and you see my mouse. I'm gonna hit cash buyers over here. Now, the cash buyers are over here. Not only does this tell me what they're paying for stuff over in that area, not only, but I can also I can say add to list, cash buyer Cleveland or cash buyers that property address, save it, right? And now I got that information. I don't have their numbers, but I got their information, and I can go to my properties, and my list to be right over there. My list to be right over there. All right. My list to be right over there. So then I can skip trace it and get their phone numbers. From me getting their phone numbers, then we could, do some. I can call them and say, yo, I got this property, 123 Main Street. When you dealing with cash buyers, it's easy. Like the street I'm building on, I own 4 lots on that street. Why? Because people look up to see who owned the lot. Oh, this guy. They find my number, call me. Hey, I got a lot. Yeah, let's do it. This is what I paid for the lot. Let's do it. So that's how you find a cash buyer there. So let me go back to search. I'm gonna do a clear all. I'm gonna do another city and state. I'm gonna do the whole Concord. That's a good market. I got a duplex I own up there. You get a deal in Concord, bro. Let me get a crack at it, man. Try to sell it to me. Hold on. I'm trying to type this in the right way. Eufaula, Alabama. EUFA. Oops, I spelled Alabama wrong. That's why. Oh, that ain't even coming up. I'm sorry. Let me go to try Paris, Florida. All right, Paris, Florida. Oh, let's go into Paris. Let's see. All right, so Paris got 2,300 cash buyers in the city. That's a great sign. That means there's activity. You want activity there, you know? So, all right, let's say I'm going to click on this property right here. All right, LLC own it, so they're an investor. But let's say that I'm gonna go. I got this under contract at a deep discount. I need a cash buyer. I'm gonna go over here. All right, download this list. I can see what my cash buyers is buying stuff in this area for too. So if I know somebody is buying something for that's a multi-family, it's single, is buying something for like 400,000 cash, I know like, oh, okay, I can get a seller 370 and sell it to this person for 400K potentially if they're an investor. They selling land in this area for 150K. Nashville, you gotta do the outskirts of Nashville, brother. That's a lot of competition. I want to do this one, Richard, because let's see. We're gonna do 962. We just gonna go at the zip code, right? So this is California, Los Angeles, California. Let's say we got this property under contract. All right. They were smart, bought this property in 2010 for 170,000. It's 2,300 square feet. All right, so that was smart of them. Houses today in that area go for about 810K. This is why real estate is a powerful thing when you own it. Of course, you're gonna wholesale it first, but you know, you want to own it. So I'm gonna go over here with cash buyers. Now here's the thing: if you get a deal in California and New York City, you don't have the discount doesn't have to be as big as your normal discount. Ideally, an investor wants to be 70% in. What does that mean? If the house is worth 100,000, they want to be 70K all in. In Cali, they want to be like, I think it's like 85 in New York, Cali, DC, like 85%, and they make a 15% margin on their money. Like this guy just bought this in February cash for 680. So what he probably gonna do is he probably gonna fix it up, put about 20 or 30 into it, and then sell it for like 810, and he make the spread that way. Now, for you thinking that like yo, these cash buyers make all that money, hell no. They got to pay realtor commissions. Realtor commissions on 300,000 is $18,000. Yeah, 18,000 on 300 to your seller and buyer agent. So 800, his realtors gotta get paid, then he gets his spread. So I don't care how hard you think you got it. Always remember, it's people in LA that's paying, 800,000 for 2,300 square feet, and that ain't no mansion. All right, that's a regular house, in you know what I mean, in LA. The square feet only makes it different when you doing your comps and all that. Do you need? Billy said, do you need an LLC to wholesale? You do not need an LLC. Listen. You do your first one in your name. After your first one, go get an LLC. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna send you out a replay. Now you don't need an LLC. You don't need an LLC. You could do the first deal in your name, and yeah, I ain't gonna repeat that second part. That's wild, bro. Yeah, the 7 day free trial is you go to Doru Data. Doru Data, which is DORUDATA.com, Doru Data. And that's how you get your 7 day free trial to walk through this. I got videos on my page too about how to use this. It's called PropStream. Court, yes, I got pre-recorded videos. I got all that. I got all that. Hey Stanley, I'm gonna drop my email. If you get a good deal near me, bro, you make sure you email me, bro. In Charlotte the Concord. Somebody sent me a damn triplex on the outskirts for 260. I told them like, bro, I ain't even buying houses right now. I'm focused more on land, but I was like, yo, for this price though, I might need to. You gotta sell this to me. When can you get me inside? I'll buy it. If you give me a great deal, I can't pass up a great deal. I'm trying to stabilize other things. So yeah, all right. So let me go back to my presentation, guys. Oh yeah, then we're gonna go to a site called bigskiptracing.com, bigskiptracing.com, so that you can skip trace. All right, so listen, as a bonus tip, guys, as a bonus tip, let me show y'all this, right? Let me show you this. I got something for you. It's going to blow you away. Something to make this joint extremely easy. Uh-oh. There we go. All right. All right, so look, guys, I'm gonna show y'all something, right? My last, I got a deal right now. It's $250,000. $250,000, right? That's what it's worth when it's fixed up. That joint needs 100,000 to work, no cap. 100,000 to work, right? My assignment fee, right? I want to make at least, at least $10,000, right? At least. So that's what I need to offer, 65,000, so I can make my 10K. The property is worth 250. It needs about 100K in repairs because 60% of the house is burnt down. All right. I gotta do an assignment fee. I want to make at least 10K out the deal. 65,000. So my offer is 65,000. But what does that mean? Do I offer? No, if I want to be at 65, I'm gonna offer 60. In this case, I got the house for 50. Okay? I got the house for 50. Now to be real, I got at first I got too aggressive. I offered a 30 something and she stopped picking up my calls. And I had to get it back, I had to reel it back in. And we agreed on 50 and we made a deal. All right. Now let's say, I'm gonna back up. My last deal was worth about 215. This house needed it was the original house from like 1970. So we're gonna say 60,000 would have did the whole house. And we guesstimating on repairs, guys. We guesstimating, right? Um, if you looked at the app I was using, you should have seen, like, remember I said you could go back and look to see what cash buyers are buying for to give you an idea. I wanted to make 10,000. My offer price was 80K. But what I did was, right, I end up getting it for 60, sold it for 81. All right? But these numbers tell you it's like a guide to help you out with, like, yo, this is how you do it. This is how you get through it. So that's what this is for, right? So, and I'm gonna show you how to get that calculated. Don't worry. All right, now listen. Here's the thing. I want you guys to mentally back out 10,000 a month when you negotiate with your sellers. When you talking to your sellers, I want you to go in looking at these houses that you want to make at least 10,000. You make 15, you make 20, that's cool. You make 7,000, that's cool. I do small deals. I got a deal right now. The spread on that joint like $6,000, and I gotta split that with somebody else. I probably walk away with 2, 3K. But hey, it ain't that happens. 7,000 deal base hits. That happens. Those are my base hits. You think I cry and complain? I don't cry and complain about making small money because you making something. Billy said he found a house in the outskirts, posted for 140, small comp, fully renovated, sold for 340. So yeah, bro, that's a deal. William said, how much can he make wholesale in a month? Hey, bro, listen. My highest year, but this is all my businesses, right? I got fired from a job making 38K. My 38K. My highest year was about was 1.8 was my highest year. My best year. Okay? Now, realistically, wholesaling, what can you make? All right. You got people who make it's entrepreneurship. Is they might do one deal a year, 10,000. They might do 60,000 a year, okay? Might do 80,000. You got guys who do 1.2 million a year. Like once you have the skill, how you want to grow it, that's up to you. My goal is to get you to doing that 1 to 3 deals a month. All right, you get 20 or 30K. Now then, if you want to go on to another coach and scale the like, I want to scale this to doing 100K a month, whatever. That's up to you. You know what I mean? But it's limitless. You work for yourself, so you can make a lot of money if you want. Like for my students, right? I got a elite program, and just being transparent, guys. The get with me in my elite program is $5,000, right? It's 5,000. I just want to be transparent, get that out of the way. Don't worry, y'all ain't gotta give me 5K. I'm just talking to y'all, right? So it's $5,000. We had a dude who came on to talk to us. He do 2 deals a month, right? His average deal size is 27,000 a month of 2 deals a month. All right. He has a different way of marketing. He wholesales all over the country. Okay. And he learned from a guy that's doing a few six figures a month. So it just depends on how you want to grow. Like he's good. He spent $5,000 a month. That's his budget in marketing, right? He goes out and make 52K a year. He's at a different level. I know some of y'all like, man, I ain't got five. That's cool. That's cool. He's at a different level. But my point is how you want to grow it. You know, everybody gonna say, "Oh, I want to do 100, $200,000 a month, $300,000 a month," until you in that position. And once you in that position, you gotta make a decision. Like, yo, bro, like I'm kind of good at if I can make $500,000 from wholesale, get some rental properties, fix and flip. Yo, I'm kind of good with that. I don't need to make $90 million a year. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta get to that point and make a decision. Okay, so my man Matthew, right? And I want to get Matthew to talk to my students, right? Shoot me that email, Matthew. Matthew was like, "Yo, I'm 22, bro. I have done 2 deals hitting 22K. I promise you, man, you can easily hit 5,000 sitting on your butt. All right. So yeah, like he's 22 and doing this. All right. So listen, hey, I got a question for y'all. Drop in the chat. What would 20K do for y'all right now? Like what would 20K do for y'all? What would 20K do for you right now? Yes, Ahmad, you can do that. After the end buyer signed the contract for my selling price, who sends the documents to the lawyers or title company? You will email everything over. You can drop it off, etc. Hey, Billy, you can do it either way. I got something to offer you, but you can do it either way, Billy. I I didn't make progress with this until I got a mentor. When I got a mentor, that's when everything changed. That's when I got my first deal. William said, "Put me in a nice BMW." I never heard that one before. Okay. Sean said, "Turn me up." Investment for my family in a new spot. All right. So listen, imagine being free. Imagine being free from a boss and becoming your own. You know what I'm saying? So listen, this is my man Humble One, right? This is my testimony. The Duru is the truth. Wholesaling real estate opened doors for me. I'm now going on year 3 self-employed. I haven't looked at Indeed since. Now I'm investing in rental properties too so far. I'm starting my second business with the capital from wholesaling, and I still wholesale the houses that I don't want to keep. Okay. Basically, this is just a vehicle for him. He wholesaling houses, he bought some rental properties, started another business. Some of you, this is just a vehicle to get you to your next stop. For me, since I was 19, real estate investing has been my dream. But some of you, this is just going to be a vehicle. Hey, Billy, I was right there with you, bro. I was right there with you. Billy said, I don't have much debt. I'm just trying to get out that cycle. I don't want to work for someone um, till I can barely move around. Absolutely, bro. That's how I felt. That's what motivated me. You know, people be like, yo, how was you so motivated to get, bruh? Ain't nothing more motivating than a paycheck with no comma, bruh. Why I didn't quit. The reason why I ain't quit was because I looked up and I seen my future at my job. I seen people 10 years my senior. I was in my 20s at the time, 10 years my senior, 20 years my senior, 30 years my senior. I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to do that. I don't want to do that. That's not the way I want to live. Nah, you know what I mean? I want to live. And this before, the social media era. So this, I just knew, nah, I ain't want to do this. This is my mentee, Ashley. She did 2 deals, gathering 12,100. 2 deals. All right. She did one in Birmingham. She did one in Akron. All right. This is my retirement account. I built this in less than 7 figures. I'm sorry. I built this in less than 7 years. Right. 7 years. I built this. What did I do to build that? Right. What I did to get to it valued at 650K, I would buy a lot for $1,000, sell it for 3,000. Do that 3 times. Buy a lot for 5,000, sell it for 10,000. Buy a lot for 10,000, sell it for 20. Buy a lot for 15, sell it for 30. This is when I can get Charlotte lots for 1,000. I can't do that no more. All right, I'm not that damn good. I wish, but and then I started holding lots in the hood. And what happened to the hood? Gentrification. So lots that I paid 13,000 for now worth 150,000. Okay. Billy, that's a good question. Billy said, "How old was I when I got into wholesale? I bought my first house at 24 years old. I didn't find out about wholesaling until I started reading at 26. I found out about wholesaling 20 at like 26. 27, I did my first wholesale. I believe 27, 28, I did my first wholesale. I got fired at 29. I've been doing this full time ever since. I feel you, Billy. I got something fun, but listen, you can learn this skill too. On my blueprint to cash out on refi multiple, I just follow my lending criteria, which is my lender, they're gonna cash me out 75% of the ARV. So I gotta make sure that if that property worth 100K, the most I can be in 75,000 so I can get my refinance game on. How could this change your life if you master the I want you to think about this. How could this change your life if you master the real estate game? You started getting checks every month. Some of y'all, if y'all got a $20,000 check every other month, all right, that would do you. That would do you. That's 120K right there. That'd do you great. That you be like, yo, I'm in a good position. Average salary in America is like 65,000 or something like that, 60K. All right, listen. There is a cost associated with inaction. Each day you wait to build your skills mean you're losing out on potential checks, right? So are you willing to learn? Are you willing to commit to learn the skill set, right? Type yes, right? If you're willing to commit, right? You're willing to commit. Not if you halfway in. Hey, just don't type anything if you halfway in. But if you're willing to commit, right? Like type yes. Let me know what it is. Thank you, Yakira. All right. Thank you. I only got a few people. Well, I got some people ready. That's yeah. Desmond said he all in. I appreciate that, bro. Hey, listen. Are you willing to commit and do whatever it takes to become a successful real estate investor? Please type yes. Let me know. Okay. If you really will commit to this process, then listen. I want to do something for you, right? I want to gift you with an irresistible, insane offer since you're willing to commit, right? This is for the people willing to commit. If you're not, man, you could drop off. I appreciate you. Take the, you can take the game you got, start applying, and let's get to it, right? But for the people that's willing to commit, let me pull you to the side, right? I want to invite you to join my Duru Squad community, right? Listen, I got a monthly plan. Well, I'm gonna give you an 8-week wholesaling course, right? 8-week wholesaling course. Bi-weekly group coaching. I'm gonna give you a general ticket to when I do my real estate challenge, right? When I do my challenge, I'm gonna do I'm gonna give you my I'm gonna give you a general ticket for on the muscle. My general tickets is normally $97. You'll get that in the muscle, right? I'm gonna give you an ebook, Flip Houses Like Burgers 2.0. I'm gonna give you the wholesaler calculator with like a video to train you on how to use it. Okay, it's $47 a month. Cancel anytime. That's it. $47 a month. Now, for those of you who are interested, you like, yo, I know like I want to be in this for at least a year. This is what I do for you, right? Because you like, yo, I want to talk to you for at least a year about deals. My students contact me about deals and I walk them through it, etc. Right? You're gonna get the 8 weeks course, bi-weekly coaching calls. I'm gonna give you a platinum ticket. A platinum ticket, which is when I do my real estate money challenges, you get to ask me questions, etc. 5 days straight, right? You're gonna get the ebook, the wholesaling calculator. I'm gonna give you 2 months free. 2 months free. And I'm gonna give you my 10 steps to wholesaling checklist PDF. So you'll have the PDF, that you can carry around, to memorize, do whatever you need to do, right? So that is 470 for the year. That's for the year. So you could do 47 a month or 470 for the year. It's up to you. So that's up to you. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drop the link. All right, Billy asks, oh, Rick took it back. Rick old school. He said I had 10,000. I'm gonna put the offer on the screen. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Hey, could you drop the link, Vanessa, for the Doru squad if they want to join, please? Billy, the $5,000 program, you get 5 courses. I teach you how to wholesale. I teach you how to rent out houses by the bedroom. I teach you how to invest in real estate with your retirement. I teach you in detail how to wholesale land, and I teach you how to buy rentals. And you got weekly coaching calls with me for 12 months straight. This is for like the straight wholesale. What I need for you guys to do is what I need for you to do is just put, oh, I'm sorry, is to put is to go to durusquad.com, durusquad.com, durusquad.com. You go to durusquad.com, you can sign up. All right. YouTube, if you're interested, go to durusquad.com. All right. Now the link is in the chat. Now, before I move forward, who's interested in signing up? Who's interested in signing up? Who's interested in signing up? Type a yes if you want to sign up. If you're ready to sign up and go to durusquad.com. If you on YouTube, you could go to my Instagram page and DM me squad. Thank you guys. Thank you. You got the option to do a year, 1 year. The link is in the chat. And please, if you're ready to sign up now, just drop a yes. Okay. So Desmond said bet. Yakira said myself. That's Amadou said they gonna sign up. Court said they signed up. Dorothy said, Ahmad said I'm signing ASAP. I appreciate that. Yakira. Um, Desmond gave me the hands up. I think that's what it means. He signed up. Court said yes. Rick said in January. I don't know if this is going to be available in January. Iwanuki said yes. Desmond said tomorrow morning. Okay, cool. All right, yeah, we dropped a link in the chat to sign up. Now let me run through this, right? You have two options. Option one is do nothing. The result, nothing happens. Option two, invest in yourself and start crafting a skill set today. Okay, the result, change. You can finally create the lifestyle you always dreamed of, right? You're going to ask me, why is this so cheap? All right. Well, my mission is to help those who want to help themselves, right? Everybody's complains, but not everybody's willing to help themselves. Guys, I am 41. I can show you people that's been complaining for 20 years. At this point, ain't no need to even pay them no attention because all you're gonna get out of them is complaining. Demario said he signed up. I appreciate that. Go to durusquad.com. That's DORU squad.com. All right. So, all right. So I know I asked who's ready to take the fast action. Some of you ready to go. You go to durusquad.com or click the link in the chat. All right. By not having this skill, it's costing you one deal a month, at least 120K a year. Listen, I'm not asking you guys to join my $5,000 program. If you want, shoot me a DM. We could talk about it. But this $47 a month or $470 for the year. I recommend you doing the $470 for the year so you could commit mentally and you don't got to worry about the payments. But the 47 guys, listen, you could cancel at any time, bro. So, you know, that's one deal a month at 10K per deal. You don't need a real estate license unless you live in Illinois, and they allow one deal without a license. You don't need any. You don't need a construction experience. You don't need any credit. While people still here and y'all thinking about it, right? Let me show you this though. Let me show you this.
What's good, y'all? I just want to shout out to the Realestate Doru and tell him thank you for helping me get my first wholesale deal. Y'all made $25,000 off that deal by following all of his steps, all of his advice. Thank you so much for pushing me and keeping me grounded in this real estate game, even when it's hard. All of your advice, all of your coaching has helped me get to building a team. So shout out to you, the Real Estate Doru. He's the Doru, not the guru, because he actually do this business. Shout out to the Doru Squad. Peace.
All right, Billy, you follow my page. I got it. I'll look out for that DM. Everybody else, if you want to hop on this, let me know. It's available. It's available for you. I'm here to support you for those who support themselves. All right. Again, everybody complains. It's easy to complain, but who willing to do some work? It's 47 a month. Like if you don't have the 47, don't stress yourself out. I understand. Like, no shade. You know what I mean? But if you have the money and you ready to commit to the process, hey, I got this for you. You can do the 470. I'd rather you do the 470. You know what I mean? So you can mentally commit and pay for the year. And that way you got access to me for the year. And 2025 could be a good year for you. You know what I'm saying? So
yo, what's going on? It's Audrey here with the CBCA Network. Want to give a huge shout out to the Doru himself, Nas, man, aka the Real Estate Doru. Man, he is no guru, he is the truth. I salute Nas, man. If you're looking to join the Doru squad, I highly recommend you plug in with my guy, man. Nas been a good mentor. He taught me a lot about the game. We actually closed on my first two deals together. One of those deals, we ended up making $22,000 in almost 2 weeks. It was about 2 weeks or so. We ended up closing on the deal. It was a lot. He helped me with the contracts. He brought the buyers. You know what I'm saying? He helped me throughout the whole process, man. So you in good hands with the Doru squad. Make sure you register for the Doru squad, man. You won't be disappointed, man. I'm telling you, Nas is the truth. He's a real Doru. He a legend in the wholesale game. So definitely make sure that you tap in with him and, man, join the Doru squad, man. I can't say that enough, man. You're going to learn a lot. You're gonna learn how to structure your business. You're going to also learn how to buy and hold the right way. And you're going to learn how to do it without using cash or credit. So make sure you tap in with the Doru squad, man. Peace.
Hey, listen. All right, that's my man. You heard it from him. He's somebody who used this business to go on to the next thing. Listen, again, it's easy to sit around and complain. I'm giving y'all the solutions, right? So listen, guys, you could click down my screen now. Hey, comment working on it. Yakara said book, congratulations. Court said they just signed up. Congratulations. Congrats, Dennis. Billy said working on it. I appreciate you. If you're working on it, comment working on it in the chat. Comment working, let me know. You know, I don't want to bore you out. You know what I mean? I'm here for y'all. I'm going to give you everything you need to not only jumpstart your career in real estate, but to sustain it. You got to go to durusquad.com. Its offer is on the screen. Okay? Offers on the screen. Thank you, Matthew Poole. I appreciate that, you know. All right. So this guy works in the car industry. He works in the car industry. If you don't know anything about the car industry, them guys work, 60 out. They work 40 to 60 hours a week, bruh. Come on, bruh. And he was able to do this.
What's up, yo? Let me tell you, man, I want to give a shout out to my boy Nasir. The Realestate Doru. Not a guru, but a Doru, because he actually do this business, man. But I met Nas probably 2-3 years ago. He sold him that first deal out in Gastonia, and Nas been solid to me ever since. Anything I ever needed, he always quick to hit me back with it. He always helping out. I'm telling you, real solid. When I met him, my goal was just to get the money I make at my job and make that same amount or more outside of my job. That was the only goal I had. And I'm gonna tell you, man, I don't know if your goal is to make $100,000 a year doing this or $100,000 a month doing this, but I'm telling you, I know some guys personally making $100,000 a month doing this. So if you stick with Nas, if you just listen to the stuff he say, I promise you it works. I can assure you the stuff definitely works, man. So that's my 2 cents on whatever it's worth. You know what I mean?
So, hey, listen. That dude was able to buy a custom damn Corvette, bruh, through this business. He drives a custom Corvette, man, because he took action. All right, so we at our Q&A, right? So ask me your questions. All right? Ask me your questions, okay? Listen, when do I get access to the community? That's immediately, right? You're going to get that immediately, ASAP. All right? What if I can't make it to every call? That's totally fine. We record and give it to you, okay? What if I have no real estate background? I had no real estate background. 90% of people have no real estate background. We just take the information and take action. Can I do this if I'm an agent? Yes. You can do this if you're an agent. You do have to talk to your broker, but you can do this. This is my first time investing myself. I need advice. I'm going to be there. It's $47 a month. You can cancel anytime. I'd rather you pay for the year so you could commit to the year. The people who commit to the year, I'm serious about it, they get better results. Okay? All right. How to choose a title agent. I got a video in the course on how to do that. That's important. I got a video in the course, but on the calls, let's talk more, or in the Facebook group or in the app. You ask me a question, I'll make sure, just let me know your city and state, and I'll see if I'll help you find somebody. I got a call Saturday at 11 a.m. I'm going to do a call Saturday at 11 a.m. So y'all can be on that call. If you commit today, you can make that call Saturday at 11 a.m. All right? And you ask me, write down your questions. Go off. Don't be scared to ask the questions. Like Billy that was on this call, he was working it. So, hey, the 470, you get 2 months free. Okay? So, I want you to go to durusquad.com, click the offer on the screen, or click the link in the chat. Now, what's the difference between a notary and a title agent? A title agent is agents who close deals in states that are not by law that attorneys have to close them, right? A notary is somebody who notarizes the documents. So I have a notary, right? My notary license. My niece has it. I can't notarize my own documents. My niece can notarize my documents. All that is basically saying that whatever document I got, and this person saying they need NASA to sign, she's verifying that yeah, NASA did sign this, and this is it. All right. So notaries are different. They just verify that the person is regardless of the real estate closing, if it's a title agent or attorney, like they gotta take a picture of your ID and all that. They gotta look at it because you gotta notarize the deed because they want to make sure John Smith is the John Smith that can sell this house. All right. So before I let y'all go, any more questions or anybody waiting to sign up, or did you already sign up? All right. Listen, I hope y'all did the year. You know, it's only $470 for the year. It's $47 a month if you don't want to do the year to join my community, bro. Like, get in the community. You know, I don't know what the holdup is. This is affordable. You know, I know Billy, he said he's gonna send me a message about my $5,000 program if you're interested in it. That's 12 months, but I got a wholesaling joint right here for you, 47 a month. That's all it is. You gotta do the work though. You gotta ask questions. You gotta be working it. All right. I could try to hold you accountable. Now, Billy, in my courses, I do have that for my elite students. Now, as far as all the KPIs, I'm going to be honest with you, I'm going to put a heavy focus on that because I want you to get your first deal. I want you to get your second deal. I want you to get your third deal. Then I want you to measure all that. Like, worrying about measuring all that and you ain't got no business don't make no sense. Do a few deals. Get a business first and then worry about measuring all that. Billy say he signed up for, oh, I appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. All right. Yeah, with the materials sent you out there. Now the courses they get dripped out to you weekly. So we got a call Saturday at 11 a.m. I want to see y'all on that call. I want to see y'all on that call. Be on that call. All right. Ask questions. Write down your questions. Ask questions Saturday 11 a.m. All right. I want y'all to be there. All right. So listen. I'm using proprietary. Is that okay? Yes, I guess that's okay. I don't really know what that is. Is there a deadline date for joining? Just DM me when you're ready to join, right? Just say, hey, because if I still got around, I open it up for you. But in January, I don't know if I'm gonna have it. In December, I don't know if I'm gonna have it. November, I don't know. Right now, this is it. I'm gonna talk to my team about keeping it open past midnight, but you can get in right now for 47 a month. Now, this your last $47 a month that you have. Don't even bother about this. Don't worry about this. Get yourself together. Come back. I'll be here. All right. But if you're ready to join, the opportunity is here. Go to durusquad.com. It's 47 a month, 470 for the year. 470 for the year. But you gotta be willing to take action. You gotta be willing to do what it takes, man. I'm serious about this, bro. If you're willing to do what it takes, it will happen for you. Okay? Yakira said she did the 47. I'll see you on the call Saturday at 11 a.m. hopefully. All right, so my YouTube people, peace. Thank you for joining me.